attacking.
I mean, people are attributing all of that to the substitution that we had. People are attributing it to the fact that we lost concentration after we equalized after the Ronaldo's dubious penalty.
Exactly.
And so there was a lapse in concentration, and the changes also did not help at that point in time.
True. Lapse in concentration is a problem of African teams at the world stage. Cameroon suffered that against Switzerland. The Netherlands, Ghana suffered it. It's just a problem with the African teams. Tunisia suffered that same fate against Australia as well. So loss of concentration is true. If you're talking about substitutions as well, it is true. But it also speaks about the fact that we lost the ball when we were trying to pounce on the counter, and they rather caught us halfway when our players were in transition. We have few players behind the ball. If you watch, we had about just 3 or 4 players behind the ball defending, and that was where Jordan Ayew lost the ball in midway, and then we were beaten on the counter-attack situation. So if you say we lost the ball, it was the substitutions that cost us. You are right. And also, it was because of our decision to go into transition. But I think there will be a different approach today. There's absolutely going to be a different approach. We will not go with a 5-back because the firepower of South Korea is lesser than that of Portugal. So it's looking likely that one of the back 3 centre-backs that played would have to be dropped, because we are going to go with a 4-back this afternoon. And it looks likely that Seydou Alidu might not start this game because we are going to attack. Seydou Alidu is more of a defensive-minded full-back, which means it's looking likely that Tariq Lamptey might start this game. Now, with the 2 centre-backs, what happens? Will you go for consistency because Djiku and Amate have been with the Black Stars, have been a centre-back pairing for 2 years now, almost a year now.
Yeah.
But if you want to go with a left-footed centre-back and a right-footed centre-back, one has to be dropped because both of them are right-footed centre-backs.
Yeah.
Utuado, we see, loves to have a left-footed centre-back and right-footed centre-back, which means maybe Salisu might play centre-back and maybe one of Djiku or Amate might be dropped.
Okay, but before we continue with that, let's go to Qatar. Betty Austin, who is our woman on the ground and has been bringing us all of those updates from Qatar, is joining us to let us know exactly what is happening this time around. Betty, it's good to see you all the way from Qatar. What's happening in the Black Stars camp ahead of the match against South Korea today? What is the morale looking like? What are supporters saying as well? Hello, Betsy. Did you? If you have muted your Zoom, you may have to unmute for me, Betty, so that we can have that conversation. I don't think Betty heard me on that score, but Betty is live in Qatar, and we're waiting for Betty to bring us those updates. All right, Betty, let's hear you. Betty.
Okay, so yesterday I was at the last training session of the Black Stars, and clearly you can see that they are really, really good to beat South Korea. Looking at the back of the team, I mean, if they are unable to beat South Korea, it means that their chances of qualifying out of the group is very big. I went to the team's hotel, and after our game against Portugal, security issues at the team hotel became very tight, and so you wouldn't be able to get access to the team hotel inside proper as we could previously before Portugal. I mean, the security has been tight after that. Our Portugal game. And so I was fortunate enough to get to interact with the players during their lifestyle, because obviously at lunch they come down.
Okay, Betty, I can hardly hear you. The sound is a bit low, so we'll try and rectify that and then get back to you. But so to you here in the studio. So you're talking about the defensive options that Otoado, or the defensive choices that Otoado would have to make. With regard to the game that we have to play today. And you're talking about the fact that he likes to favor more of a left-footed defender over a right-footed one.
Yes, because he loves to build the ball from the back as modern football demands. And so when you put a right-footed centre-back at the left side of the centre-back positions, sometimes they struggle in transitioning the ball because they are not comfortable with the ball at their left foot. If they were left-footed players, they will easily just move the ball to the left back. Because they are right-footed centre-back, sometimes they struggle. They would have to now move the ball to the right foot. And sometimes, depending on the press of the attack, they can lose the ball in key positions and we can concede. However, if he decides to go with our favorite centre-back pairing of Alexander Djiku and Daniel Amate, he can still play Salisu as a left-back, which means you are going to defend by a doubt, which means this game it looks likely that Gideon Mensah should start because he's also an attacking-minded fullback. Baba Rahman is also good going forward. However, his defensive problems are quite evident. And the second goal we considered against Portugal, Joao Felix's goal, you could say, even though Jordan Ayew lost the ball, Baba Rahman could have cleared the ball easily. So he didn't clear the ball, and we considered that goal. However, he gave the assist for Osman Bukari's goal.
Yes.
So it depends. If you want defensive solidity and attacking thrust, I think you should go for Gideon Mensah. Then we go into the midfield. I think we would still go with Thomas Partey and Salis Abdul Samed. Partey, even though he didn't quite impress, he had the most touches in the game, about 68. He had the most tackles, and he had the most successful passes in the Ghanaian team. So even though he was not at his best, he was still the best in the Ghanaian team in terms of the statistics. So he needs to start. So, Salis Abdul Samed was brilliant. He was the shield in front of the defense. And if we are going to go up forward, if we are going to allow Thomas Partey to go forward, Salis Abdul Samed has to sit right in front of the defense to be the shield before the ball gets to the defense. So he'll be key. Then you have to play a 4-2-3-1, meaning I think this match, Kamaldeen Sulemana must start. The speed he's got, the pace he's got, the energy he's dribbling. He'll have to go 1v1 with players. And with that, we can get set pieces. Remember, South Korea did not register a single shot on target in their previous game. Uruguay as well didn't. Uruguay capitalized on set pieces. Diogo Godin had a chance. He headed. He beat the Korean goalkeeper. However, he hit the post. Fede Valverde also hit the post. And we have players in our team who are good in set pieces. Andre Dede Ayew, Daniel Amate, Alexander Jiku, Mohamed Salisu. Even Kudus can even hit on the in set pieces.
Right.
Osman Bukari as well. We saw him with the header he scored.
Yeah.
So we have good players who can hit South Korea in set pieces.
GH1 TV, your best experience. 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 GH1 TV, your best